Today we are doing the cheapest versus most expensive fishing lures. Oh, I got one.
Yeah, we're tight. Down. Oh, did I just get bit right here? Oh my gosh. Let's go, Devin, let's go.
Hey, yo, folks, what's going on? Welcome back to the Fishing with Norm YouTube channel. Guys, we're on the road to 500,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe button. Hit the bell so you're notified every time I upload so you can see my face on YouTube. Today, we are doing the cheapest versus most expensive fishing lures, and to help us today, we have Dangling with Dad.
That's not really fair because you're really rich and I'm not.
Oh, well, we're buying everything. Fishing with Norm LLC is funding today's video. And also the like button is a sponsor of today's video too, so smash the like button. We wanted to do the fairest comparison between cheap and expensive fishing lures. We were thinking, what's the #1 repeat purchase that every fisherman makes? And it would be your fishing lures.
100%.
You normally buy a rod or reel and you keep it for like a year or two, or maybe even 5-10 years. It's a long-term purchase. You got to try new lures for different occasions, snap them off, they break, they tear, they rip. So what we were thinking today is to do a cheapest versus expensive and see if you really should be buying the expensive stuff over and over and over again because it adds up to a lot of money, or it's the cheap stuff, will it suffice? You know what I mean?
It's not really fair though.
Yeah, we might have to nerf you and give you the cheap lures and give me a little bit of a bonus. So to keep everything neutral in today's tournament, if you think back at a science fair in elementary school, what's the variable? What's the variable? You had your independent variable?
I didn't take math.
Yes, exactly.
The independent variable. Zay knows what I'm talking about. So it's the only thing that's different and everything else is the same. So we're both gonna be on the boat today, fishing the same public lake right next to each other. We will buy the same versions of the cheap and expensive lures. So the cheapest popper, the most expensive popper. So the same types of lures. And for the first, what's up, man?
I gotta get a picture with you.
Yeah, you're good, Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Nice to meet you.
3, 2, 1.
You want to say anything to the video?
Oh, hey,
Sure.
what's up?
I mean, what do you want me to say?
You can say whatever you want to say.
Dugan boys, man, they're doing it, putting Tallahassee on the map, son. 85.
Hey, let's go. All right,
God
hey,
bless.
nice meeting you, man. For the first time ever, I actually have rods and reels rigged up. If you guys haven't seen the last video, we got a couple new reels in our mystery boxes. So this would be one of them, this brand new Shimano. We're gonna have everything the same here. So we're all using the Guggen Gold go-to rods, same exact gear ratio reels, same exact line, same exact everything besides the lure, so we can really see in this experiment like which one's gonna do best, the cheaper or the expensive lures. So what we're about to do is go inside Bass Pro Shops. Whatever the highest price tag is, buying it. Whatever the cheapest price tag is, buying it, and nothing in between.
I like
it. And we're gonna go fishing at a lake with big bass in it. Top water is probably gonna be the move today. It's overcast, 75 degrees for the first time in Florida in like a year.
Oh, yes.
It's gonna be a fun episode, guys. 5,000 likes on this video. We'll do the same thing, but we'll do it with rod and reel combos. So we'll buy like the cheapest bait caster and the most expensive bait caster combo, and that including the reel and the rod. 5,000 likes and we'll do that. I don't even think we could get the most expensive bait caster combo in a store. I'd probably have to order it because it'd be like thousands of dollars. Yeah, time to go inside. Let's go. All right, guys, we are in the most expensive aisle inside of Bass Pro Shops right now. We're gonna aisle hop and kind of try to cover the main categories of bass fishing lures, that being, you know, like hard baits. Obviously, we got to get some worms, probably some creature baits, some topwater stuff, some frogs. We'll go through it all, but we forgot to rock, paper, scissors outside. Best of one. Whoever wins gets expensive. All right, you ready?
Sunday.
Oh, it's getting intense. Oh no. Yes, let's go. Dang it. I can't believe I won that. Honestly, when we start going like multiple times, I normally choke and like lose because I start thinking too much. If they're schooling on shad, it's starting to get that fall. We might get on like on an early schooling deal out there today if there's not too much grass. So we'll start with jerkbaits. I absolutely love jerkbaits, and thinking of expensive lures, jerkbaits can get pricey, mad expensive over any other lure category for some reason. Let's find the most expensive one. I feel like I've walked past it a few times in here and I'm like, I'm never buying one of those, but today's a special day. Oh, here it is. We already know without looking anymore. So this is a $25. Dude, if we snap this off, I'm gonna be so mad.
That actually looks
They all look so
Look at
good.
the eyes on it.
Holy cow, man.
Yo, I'm actually jealous about this jerkbait.
If I don't catch a fish on a $25 jerkbait, I can't make up an excuse. It's $25. But I could see why this would be $25. I mean, I'm sure the hooks are probably amazing. It looks literally like a real fish. That's what I'm hoping for with expensive lures, is it's gotta outperform the cheap stuff by a mile for me to think it's worth spending $25 on a fishing lure. That's a lot of money to have just on the end of your 8-pound fluorocarbon that can just disappear when a fish bites it. So it's cloudy today, so we'll go with a little bit more of a less of a translucent color. I'm thinking this one right here. Guys, if you're throwing jerkbaits, by the way, you really only need to stick with 3 types of colors. Whatever your bait fish look like, go with that. If you have a clear water and a sunny day, go with something translucent like this that you can see all the way through. If you have clear water and like overcast weather, go with something like this with a little bit of yellow on it. That's what I like to do. And then if you have kind of like dirtier water and overcast, then I would go with like just a solid color. Oh no, this one's calling my name. I like this a lot.
That's what you want to lose with. I mean, you can pick that one.
Now we gotta find the cheapest jerkbait. Bass Pro Shops has their own brand as well, and normally they try to underprice everybody, so that might be the cheapest. You might have like a full Bass Pro Shops arsenal today. $6.99, $7. The cheapest one I'm seeing so far is $6.99.
$6.99, yeah.
There's gotta be. Oh, look at this right here.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
$3.59 for the Bass Pro Shops jerkbait. Since we are doing it the most expensive versus cheap, we have to go with the cheapest one, even if it's a little bit smaller.
I'm gonna go something crazy. I'm gonna do the trout jerkbait. We don't obviously have trout in Florida, so maybe this could help me because fish have never seen it before. And since he has that freaking amazing jerkbait, I gotta try something wild and crazy to get a bite. So I'm gonna go with the trout jerkbait.
You guys gotta think too, this is a $3.99, so a $4 rounded up. You could buy like 7 different colors of these to equal one of these. You buy 4 of these, it's $100. I need some comments down below, guys. Do you think it's worth getting all the different colors and the cheaper stuff, or do you think it's worth going for that one big lure? I'm kind of split. Just don't let me catch a big fish on this today because I don't feel comfortable spending $25 every time I need a fish. Here's a medium range one too, like a $10.99. So this is kind of like middle of the ballpark. It's like $10.99 it seems to be for jerkbaits. At least in Bass Pro Shops, that seems to be the median price. Medium, super expensive, cheap. Which one would you guys get? I'm very curious. We're gonna put this one back because it's cheap versus expensive. Next, I'm seeing walking baits already. Top water is gonna be insane today. Same drill, cheap versus expensive. We got $8.49. It's pretty expensive for the one knocker, a classic.
I'm in the Bass Pro section, same place where I found this. It seems to be the cheapest baits here, and they have a walking bait that's $3.99. The XPS Slim Dog. That's the cheapest one I've found. That's probably what I'm gonna be rocking with. Don't roast me in the comments. I've never thrown a walking bait. This is gonna be my first time throwing a walking bait. Anytime I throw top water, I'm throwing a whopper popper, a frog, or like a buzz bait is one of my favorites too. So maybe I can get on my first walking bait.
Guys, the most expensive I'm seeing in this aisle is $8.49 for a one knocker, which is just super loud. I feel like there might be more expensive in the saltwater section, so we'll check the saltwater section out, but if not, this is gonna be the most expensive, which $8.49 doesn't seem like a lot. We gotta find something more expensive. There's nothing else in this aisle though, so we're gonna go to a different aisle. You've seen me use this, especially last fall, a year ago. This was like our magic color, just the lime chartreuse, so we're gonna give this a go. $3.99, yeah. 2 of those for one of these. I'm very interested which one's gonna do the best. What is the most expensive soft plastic and the cheapest soft? That's what we're gonna do next. So it could be a worm, a craw, anything. We got like 4 aisles to explore, guys. This might take us about 10 minutes. We're making sure that we don't miss anything. And you think it would be an easy task until you realize there's like 4 aisles of straight soft plastics. I'm assuming Zoom's kind of cheap. Bass Pro Shops lures they'll probably try to be cheaper than them, so they sell more.
Yums are pretty cheap.
Yums are cheap.
I see something right now. Then I want to ask, does this classify as a soft plastic? That's pretty cheap.
$2.29?
Yeah, $2.29.
But that's for a single worm.
Oh, true,
so like,
yeah.
I'm thinking per soft plastic. We'll just have to look at package counts and then the overall price. $3.29 for a 10 pack. That's the cheapest I'm seeing right now, guys, of soft plastics periods, and the same price for the Senkos and everything as well. Those are on sale. We're not going to count clearance lures. Seems like the median price for soft plastics is like $5.99 for a pack of worms or craws or whatever it may be. $5.99, so median price, I would say. Googan baits are middle price. They're not super expensive like the Garys, but they're not super cheap like the the Yums are $3.29. If they let you use code NORM at the Bass Pro Shops checkout, these would be the cheapest if I could use my code, but I don't think Bass Pro Shops takes my code. It's only GooganSquad.com. Dang it, we can't use those, but I think Yum is also $3.29, so Yum's gonna be your move.
Well, then I'm gonna entrust this pick to Zaid. Zaid, I want you to pick my color.
Zaid, pick the color. You got this.
I'm picking this.
That one right there?
Picking that. All right. If I don't win, I'm blaming you. So
we just looked for all the cheapest stuff. Most expensive is going to be right next to it, the Garys for $7.69.
100%.
It's been known for a very long time. Gary makes some crazy Senkos, but you pay for the quality. Like, so $7.69. Whew. So that's double, almost triple the price for the same exact stick bait. So what color did you get?
Watermelon red.
I like that. That's a good pick, Zaid.
Technically, it's green pumpkin neon, but it's basically watermelon red.
They're trying to be bougie out here, man. Very similar, but for double the price. So we'll see. And it's the same amount. How many come in yours?
6, 7, 8.
Bro, 5 come in this.
Holy.
5 for $7.69. That's like $1 every time you lose a worm.
Because those are known to, like you said, last longer.
I don't think so. I think these have more salt. It makes them wiggle better, but they tear easier.
Oh, really?
Those wiggle less. Frogs, let's go. Super simple. We don't have to do a lot of searching here. All the frogs are on one wall.
Frogs can get expensive.
I know, man. And I've also fished with a $1 Walmart frog too, and it works. It was crazy. So, most expensive frog, $12.99. Hollow body live target frog in the brown color. And the Terminator frog was actually right close to second at $11.49. I've never used one of those either.
$5.99. I mean, you go with that yellow to keep it similar.
Yeah.
All right, so I got the Booyah $5.99 mini frog, and you got the live target freaking mega frog over here.
Double the price once again. And I've used the Booyahs and I like them.
Yeah,
like
I love Booyahs.
They work. So I've never tried the live target, so we'll see how much better it is as well. Frogs, I do feel like it's super important. Price-wise, if you don't have like a soft frog, when the fish bites it, the hooks are exposed. Yeah. It could literally ruin your frog fishing experience. So I feel like if you were to spend a lot of money on any lure category, I would make sure you got some good frogs. Also, little tip too, what I've been doing with my Guggen frogs to make them a little bit more loose, you can put them in boiling water and it'll slightly soften the plastic or whatever it is around them, and those bass can bite it easier and exposes the hooks more, helping you increase your hookup ratio.
I've never heard that.
Look at these flukes. You see how the tails are all messed up in the bags, and they could sit there for 6 months like that. If you get boiling water, you dip the tail in for just like 10 seconds and you bring it out and let it dry flat, your tail will then swim correctly. So you can fix lures with like boiling water. Is there any other lures that we really want? I feel like we got a soft plastic, we got a shadow representation,
yeah,
we got a walking bait, and we got a frog.
And we have every water column covered, yeah.
We're good. So I feel like in total in my hands right now, like half my rent payment in 4 fishing lures.
You wanna know something crazy? I think all of mine might equal just that one.
I think you could buy all that twice and it would equal this. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and check out, and then it's time to go on the lake and see if we can catch some big bass. Let's go.
Time to go catch some fishies.
Guys, we're out here with Dangling with Dev. Just gonna put us out here in the middle, and then we're gonna figure out what expensive and cheap lures we're gonna tie on first. We got like 2.5 hours before I gotta get back. I'm actually about to fly to Pennsylvania to go do a little meetup. We're gonna go catch some smallmouth and stuff too. Should be a ton of fun. What shall we start with? I think frog's not gonna be the move. Maybe we try that later. Oh, there's some shade on that bank actually, could work. So guys, we're starting with lure number 1, the easiest lure. We're gonna give it 30 minutes to Cinco. So I have the Gary's tied on, so these were like $8, and then yours were like $3 or something. Then we have the same exact rig tied, so that way there's no like difference in between. We have the same exact, actually a 1/16 ounce bullet weight and a 4/0 hook on both of ours, so it's gonna be an equal test.
Well, no, it's not, because I'm fishing.
All right, guys, it's windy, so I hope the audio is not unbearable, but the 30 minutes for this lure starts now, and then we will fish with the next lures. We're gonna give each lure 30 minutes to see which one can catch the most fish, the biggest fish, and then at the end, we'll know overall which cheap versus expensive was fair. But we wanted to fish with the same lures at the same time, that way the test is as fair as it could possibly be. What's up, guys? Here, let me hook you guys up with some Guggen baits real quick, because I got too many in the boat. They're a little bit wet because I didn't cover my boat and it rained, but they should still work. So here's a pack for each of you guys. Sorry guys, but there you go.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. All right, well, nice meeting you guys. See ya, have a good one. All right, guys, so we just met a couple subscribers, hooked them up with some Guggen baits, and now we're back on the mission. So 30 minutes officially starts now, even though we've been fishing for like 2 minutes. 30 minutes starts right now, let's go. Oh, I got one. Yeah. Got him, we're tight, Gary Yamamoto worm. He's so tight. No, he came off. Nice, let's go. Nice. All right, fishies, come on. Oh, I got one. Oh my gosh, dude. Come on, I see the wake right behind my lure. Eat it.
And then from right there, and it's immediately.
Yeah, he said I'll pass on that. Oh wait, hold up. That might have been him. Yep, that's him. Got him.
Go.
Dude.
For real?
He might actually be big.
Dude,
sit down. Oh, it's a good one. Let's go. Here we go. All right, guys. First on the board is the expensive one. Well, to be fair, Devin hooked this fish, or had this fish bite with the cheap Cinco. So, oh geez.
Dude, he's decent.
Yeah,
That's that's a freaking chunk, bro. Let's go. When I set the hook, guys, there's a lot of like half pounders out here, and I set the hook and it didn't feel like a half pounder. I got super pumped. First fish though. Guys, here is fish number one. We're about probably like 13 minutes or so into this.
1.6.
1.67, so yeah, 1.6.
There we go.
So a little bit bigger than 1.5 pounder, guys. One last look at this fish. We're gonna go ahead, let him go back. There he goes. Let's go, dude. Fish bump. Let's go. All right, first fish on the board. Yeah, but to be fair, the cheap one spotted him, and you had him on. He would have bit either or. Expensive, I guess, technically is in the lead, 1-0, even though I stole your fish. All right, guys, 13 minutes into it. We got ourselves our first fish. Pretty good, 1.6 pounder, which is honestly like there's big ones in here, but normally like 9 out of 10 fish you catch are gonna be like half pounders, and you get lucky and catch like a big, like, you know, like 5 or 6 or something. So I was kind of surprised to see a 1 pounder. Those are kind of rare out here. It's either like really small or really big. Oh, did I just get bit right here? Oh my gosh. Oh, that was sick. Holy cow. I saw the swirl. I never even, please stay on. I don't know how my hook set was. I don't think so. But it's just another fish, you know? Let's go. At the boat, he bit me. That scared the heck out of me, dude. Dude, chunky fella too. They're getting ready. I think they're feeding up. Yeah, I don't even think he's a pound. 0.73. we'll take it. I don't know if that has anything to do with it being expensive or cheap, like me catching that fish. That one, he just came up and said, "What's up?" at the boat. So it was a bad hook set too. I'm glad I actually hooked him, because I didn't really know if I had a fish on there or not. So guys, basically all we've been doing with the Senko is we've just been beating the bank. There's some trees. Every once in a while, the occasional dock, and, you know, a little bit of shade because the sun's on this side. That this is the shady bank we've been working, or spotted shade. So I feel like if I was a fish, like that first one we caught was straight up in the only patch of shade, all that type of stuff to catch bass. So we're just throwing our Senkos in there. We got 15 minutes left before we got to switch it up to a different lure. You got one? Oh, he's on there. He's on there. Let's go. Let's go, Devin. Let's go. Yes.
I can tell you so small, dude.
There you go, bro.
Let's go. YouTube long armor real quick.
Oh, there we go.
Solid.
Should we put it on the scale?
I think we should. Let's locked on 0.29.
0.29?
Let's go. Dude. This is my smallest fish of the year.
Attaboy. Congrats. All right. Hey, dude, it's a fish is a fish. Did he get you too?
Yeah, bro, he got me good.
All right, guys, well, the 30 minutes is up. That was a very close game there. Overall, what I would say, though, if you guys were, like, thinking cheap or expensive, Gary Yamamoto's better action, like better wobbling on the way down. Also, they tear easier than the Yums, too. Because they have so much salt in them, the more expensive are actually, they break easier, so you're going to go through them quicker than the Yums, and the Yums still caught fish, too. The only thing with the Yums is it kind of just falls. It doesn't really have, like, a wiggle action. That is our opinion on the worms. Next is going to be the jerkbait. So we're going to go ahead and tie those on and give them 30 minutes, and I'm excited to get up in here. I haven't seen any topwater action, but in an hour, we're going to be fishing with the topwater stuff, too. So, yeah, time to tie on the jerkbaits and get started.
So, guys, here is my jerkbait out of the box, and I mean, this thing just looks insane. Oh my goodness, I've always wanted one of these. The hooks even look really cool too. They have like weird looking barbs, which I think will help me keep fish on, even though the first cast I had out here, I lost one on it. All right, guys, first cast with the jerkbait starts now. If you guys can hear me, it's not windy. Basically, I like to kind of get away from worms, even though we're just catching them on Senkos, it obviously works. But bass kind of switch up. From the summer to the fall, they start eating a lot more bait. So any shad representation, so a jerkbait, a fluke, crankbaits, rattle traps, chatterbaits, spinner baits, that's typically what I tend to throw in the fall just because it's more fun. And that's primarily what bass are going to be eating too. So a jerkbait should be a very great choice for us to be throwing today. It is still like end of summer, I guess technically, but I think in like a month or so, the shad stuff is going to be killing it. So I'm excited to test it out today for future fall bites. All I gotta say though is if I don't catch a fish on this in 30 minutes and I spend $25 on it, I'd be bummed. I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, holy cow! Yes!
Dang it, dude, I wasn't even...
Oh, it won't even... Okay, guys, we're not counting this on the official... Count it. Okay, he just got his tied on, so I kind of cheated and started before the 30 minutes should have started. Just because we have a scale, you know, we got to make up for all the videos we didn't have them. Let's give them away. Ooh, all right, a solid 0.45 pounds. Boom. All right, first cast, first fish. Sweet. And guys, right now what we're fishing, basically, just so you know, like a muddy bottom that's about 4 to 5 foot deep. Got him.
Dude, I'm telling you, they stack up in here. Now that one's even smaller, but that's just too much fun, bro. What I like about this jerkbait too, there's 3 hooks on it, even though I feel bad that it got him in the side. Every hook is in this fish. There was no way he was coming off. This is just so scary, the operation on a fish with 3 treble hooks though. It's just terrifying without pliers, but we don't believe with pliers here on the Fishing with Norm channel. Number 2, little squeak. Sweet. All right, guys, that is end of quarter 2 here. Jerkbait expensive, 2-0, I think it was. I think I caught 2. Yeah. Small jerkbait, thoughts on it? Do you have the small jerkbait? I know you weren't liking the jerkbait, and when you were fishing with it, I could tell it wasn't really sinking all that much.
No, I laid down because
it's just gave up.
I was just done with this lure.
I liked mine. You could probably even go cheaper, but expensive, I think, took the dub on that one. It was just frustrating to fish with. It wasn't even fun. I feel like if you're gonna buy jerkbait, maybe upgrade your budget a little bit. So you wanna unbox your Walkingbait real quick? I've fished with this before and caught multiple like 7s, 8s, and I think I even caught a 9-pounder on this at some point. So I already know I like it. I'm really curious to see this cheap one though that Devin's got.
All right, guys, I got the Bass Pro XPS Walkingbait tied on. I've never thrown a Walkingbait, like I was telling you. This is my first time throwing a Walkingbait. So hopefully I have beginner's luck and I just land on a couple studs.
I really actually like the paint job. It's pretty realistic for a cheaper lure. I would just be worried about these hooks bending out, but from first look, I mean, they're not really super sharp.
Yeah, they're not crazy sharp.
It was like $7.99 to like $3.99 or something like that. This one was double the price still, so we'll see how it goes. Guys, I'm not feeling too confident on a topwater bite today. This might be a 1-0 in the 30 minutes if we even get a bite, honestly, but I do know that this lure is good. And how's yours walking? Yours is actually walking great.
Yeah, no, it's walking great.
Wow, dude, that looks fire. Okay, so action on both of them is very good. Like, I'm very impressed with the walking action on the cheap one. That's what we're looking at too. The hooks, paint jobs, and like durability, I guess, would be something on the list. But they're both looking like viable options right now. See what the fish like. So guys, when you're working a Walkingbait, it's like almost like working a jerkbait basically, where you keep a little bit of slack line in there, and whenever you pop your rod, it'll allow it to go back and forth, and you just want that walking action. We're fishing right now. I know that there's like submerged hydrilla underneath this grass. It's like kind of like a 4 or 5 foot flat. So if anywhere on this whole entire lake they were to come up for topwater, it would be this stretch. And if they don't do that, we're gonna have some problems with these Walkingbaits and the frogs, but we still wanted to try them for you guys. Oh no!
Oh, bro.
Guys, first blow up on the top. I didn't even think we were gonna get blown up on. He missed it. I don't know how. It's a neon hot dog, bro. Like, not that hard to see. Just bite it. Dang, dude. Dang. Oh, dude, I'm so bummed. That makes me want to cry. We just need one more silly fish.
Oh, you mean like this?
Oh!
Dude, he smacked it in top water.
Let's go! Dude, you got him all sideways and everything.
Oh my God, I'm so scared right now.
Dude, why is this rod hanging off the edge? And why are all my rods like this? Guys, I'm not gonna lie, we really haven't even checked the time. We kind of started doing like first to catch a fish on this thing wins. the Walkingbait challenge. It's probably been like 15 minutes, maybe even an hour at this point. The topwater bite is just, or I guess it's on now.
I'm saying 0.19.
0.33.
0.33? All right, let's go.
Yeah, we're putting
Oh yeah, give her the famous professional release. There we go. Hey,
Peace.
dude, thank goodness that's over.
Finally.
So overall review on the Walkingbaits. We used them for about an hour. I had to blow up. It missed me, and then you had one too. But I think both of them were very good.
Yeah, no,
like
definitely.
I liked both of them. It's just not the day for Walkingbaits.
Really?
I liked both of them.
Guys, here is the cheap frog. We ended up using it for about 30 minutes, no blow-ups. Unfortunately.
Not at all.
I don't even have my frog, so that was the reason why we kind of didn't film anything. Overall, the frog was good. It took on water a little bit.
Yeah, it takes on. I mean, it's definitely cheap. See, this is really weird. I like throwing bigger frogs, but at the same time, I also like throwing these smaller mini ones.
Yeah.
Because you get more bites normally. So do I want to get more bites and like knock out more fish, or do I want to just wait on that one big bite? So unfortunately, neither one of those happened today. So
yeah, just read reviews online really for the frogs. Which ones take on water and which ones don't. But yeah, that's it.